what does it mean to be an open communicator? I think that on my end, I could definitely work on personalizing my opinions instead of giving broad-based opinions about a subject. I could work on indexing like the chapter states, instead of saying, well, Fox News is the worst news channel ever to exist. I don't have to say that. There are facts. Fox News is not allowed in Canada because they do not allow false reporting, so their bid to go into Canada was denied. That's an isolated fact versus just a broad-based opinion, as like saying Fox News sucks. Pardon my language. That goes into the vocabulary side of things. So need to get better at not using slang. I have a broad vocabulary, so I should use it. So I could cut out the slang when describing something, and make sure to index and use just small-based facts instead of broad-based opinions. I think when experiencing cultures, I'm pretty sensitive to the ideals of other cultures. I don't try to change how they believe or what they feel. I don't think it's in my place. I think that we need to embrace other cultures and appreciate where they are and how we got to where we are as Americans from all the cultures that moved over here. How are we this one, like, majority when we all came from immigrants from all over the world? I went to Paris for 10 days, 2 summers ago, and all I heard before I went was how rude the French were going to be. Oh, the French are rude. Oh, they're awful people. Oh, you're not going to have a good time. Well, I went, and it was amazing. I had an amazing time. I didn't experience one rude person the entire time I was there. I didn't expect them to cater to me. I catered to their culture. I was polite. I waited my turn. I did not get offended when someone wouldn't speak to me in English because it wasn't their language. It's our language. While most Europeans are taught English, they can choose whether or not to disclose they know how. But I found that if I was polite, if I did not mind that they didn't speak the language, if we slowed down and spoke in a very broken, like French English dialect, most everything could get accomplished. There were lots of hand gestures, and I embraced it. I loved it. I went to their French markets to see what they would eat. I took it all in stride and would do it again in a heartbeat. I think I realized that I realized that as an American, I am not entitled to everything. It's not always going to be my way. And as I travel and experience these different cultures, as long as I recognize that I have put myself in their land, in their culture, in their life, then I'm going to have a good experience. If you take the time to learn what it is that is expected if you're invited into someone else's home, then you'll usually have a good time. And even if you don't have to do it again. You experience it, you move on with your day, and recognize that you can be grateful that that's not your culture, but you don't need to try to change them, and you don't need to try to force your culture onto the home of another. Just embrace it.